Netflix just recently dropped a show called Temptation Island, and I'm not gonna lie, I binge watched all 10 episodes in one day. Now I'm a little sad because I don't have no episodes to watch, but it is so freaking good. So it's a show, and it's about couples who are having problems with trust, and couples who've had like cheating issues, or couples who just don't feel like they're in the greatest spot in the relationship. And they go to this island and they put all the guys in a house with 12 super hot single women who are all thirsty as hell, and their whole job is to try to tempt these guys and get them to cheat on their girlfriends. And then the girlfriends are doing the same thing. They go into stay in this villa. They have 12 super hot single guys staying there, and like every night is just a party. They're getting drunk. I thought at the beginning of the season, I was like, there's no way that they're gonna actually have anybody cheating on their partner, especially if there's cameras around the whole time. Like, if they're coming here knowing they're being filmed the whole time and they're trying to grow stronger in the relationship, then why would they cheat on their partner? But to my surprise, a few of these guys didn't give a damn if there's cameras around. They're banging chicks left and right. And the most brutal part was they had all the girlfriends and all the boyfriends like sit down. Like, they brought all the girls to a bonfire. They brought all the boyfriends to a bonfire. And at the end of the week, of each week, they would sit down and watch what their other partner had been doing in a house full of 12 singles. So like all the guys, like when they'd be banging other girls, the girls would have to sit down at the end of the week and watch on a TV screen as their partners cheat on them. And it wasn't always their partners cheating on them. Sometimes they would be shown clips of their partner going on dates with other people of the opposite sex, or they would show their partners venting about them, and they would get to see how their partners act when they're not around. I'll do a recap on the whole season if you guys want to hear one for me, but in this video, I want to talk about all the crazy piping hot tea that has came out since the season came out, because they have revealed that they're not going to be doing a reunion, which I was really hoping they would. But several cast members came out and said they've talked to producers, and as of today, March 19th that I'm filming this, they have told several cast members that they will not be doing a reunion. And if there's anything they want to share now about their post-show experience, or anything that they want to clear up, then they can go ahead and do that, because they haven't been allowed to speak out about anything up until they got the green flag today. A lot of the main cast members and the side cast members, like the singles, have been going on different social media platforms and making different posts, going live, and just clearing up a lot of different things. The first couple I want to give an update on is Alexa and Lino. So they're still happily engaged. They claim after they came home from the island, they decided to pack their bags once again, and they decided to take a 3-day vacation to Hawaii, and they decided to not take their cell phones, and they just sat down and told each other everything and gave full transparency about what they each did at the island. And they said like they're hoping this experience brought them closer together. And a big issue Lino had in his relationship with Alexa is he kind of felt like he was always putting her first, and he was putting his dreams on hold because she was a traveling nurse. So every single month it feels like she's having to up and move somewhere else, and he's having to put off his career. But he said they have sat down and talked, and he's got entrepreneurial dreams just like her, and I guess she's going to be opening her own clinic, and he's going to be the co-owners. So they're going to be opening this clinic together, and they have plans to do that in the next few years once Alexa finally graduates. Next, we have Tayler, who came to the island with Tayler, and they ended up breaking things off after she saw him cheat on her at the island. So he decided that he wanted to leave the island with his newfound interest, Kay, that was one of the singles living in the villa at his place. And I thought maybe he would still be with Kay. It seemed like they were pretty compatible together, but I guess he ended up finding another girl after he left the island. He hasn't seen Kay, the girl he left the island with, since they were done filming, But he's run into his ex Tayler that he came to the island with quite a few times. I guess they both go to the same gym, and he saw her at the gym like a week after they came back from the island, and that ended up leading to them talking for hours outside the gym. And they're talking about their experience, including all the things that Tayler said about Tyler, like the clips where she was saying that she felt like he had bitch tendencies. So she finally explained that comment. She said she just wanted to be honest about their issues, and they sat there and talked about possibly getting back together. And Tyler said that he was entertaining it at first, but he claims once he really sat down and thought about it, he's like, this will never work. So he claims that he just quit talking to Tayler. Then 2 months later, he said he started dating a new girl, and he claims that Tayler reached out to him and said, why are you in this new relationship? Why didn't you try to work things out with me? And he says that he hasn't talked to her since then. He's ran into her at Costco one time, but he said they didn't say anything to each other. Tyler said within days of him getting back home from the island, one of his friends introduced him to this girl named Lauren. They hit it off, and they're still together, and he contributes a lot of the success in his relationship to the things that he learned on the island. And I was really hoping that his ex Tayler was going to choose Yaman, because it seemed like they really hit it off, and it really seemed like he just really brought out a really intellectual side of her and really made her think and see things a different way. And people have been asking him if he ended up talking to Tayler since he's been back home, and he's been saying, oh, I can't confirm, I can't deny. But he finally posted a video where he was dancing with Tayler, and Tayler, at first I'm like, is this really Tayler? That doesn't look like her. But I had to do a double take, and that is Tayler. I compared it to her actual TikTok profile where she did dye her hair brown, and this is her current hairstyle. But it does not look like they're together. It just looks like they're hanging out. At least from the recent update that Tayler shared, she claimed that she was single. And she spoke on some of the things that Tyler claimed. So Tyler claimed that he ran into Tayler at the gym a week after he came back from the island. And he claims that they're talking about reconciling their relationship. And she said, yeah, we did talk about possibly getting back together. She claims she's got all the receipts, and she made sure she saved the receipts because she knows how Tyler is and how he likes to twist stories and lead things out. And she said that Tyler was very emotional on this phone call they had and said that they could work things out. They just needed to do some couples counseling and they could reconcile. And she ended up thinking, okay, so we're going to do couples counseling. We're going to work it out. Things are going to go back to normal. So here she is thinking that they're working things out. Next thing you know, one of their mutual friends said, yeah, Tyler's dating this girl that he just met from one of his friends. And she's like, oh, really? Because I thought we were working it out. So she said once she found out that he was dating another girl behind her back, she said that was the final straw that broke the camel's back. She ended up blocking him, and she has not spoken to him since, which is awfully convenient that Tyler left that part out of his update. After that, she ended up blocking him. She hasn't spoken to him since. She did decide to get some counseling for herself to work on her abandonment issues that she admitted she had while she was at the island. And she said she just wants to take 6 months to solely focus on herself and not date before she tries to jump into another relationship with another person. And she felt like Tyler should have done the same thing. But just like she said, Tyler jumped from his marriage to a relationship with her to a relationship with Kay, and then he just jumped into another relationship with another girl within days. And now I was going to talk about Grant and Breon and Shantae, but I have so much to share about Grant because there's been so much that has went down on social media. So I'm going to do that in a separate video. So check that out. I'm about to upload it right after this. But let me know what you guys think about what we learned about these two couples in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.